Hey guys, and welcome to Gunpla TV. I'm on the show again.
Welcome back.
Thank you, because Toy Tengoku next week is going to be a special at Wonder Festival.
Ooh.
So David will be headed there this weekend, this Sunday. So look forward to that. That episode will air, I guess, in a couple days from this one.
It's going to be full of wonderful things, I'm guessing.
Wonderful new anime figures, Nendroids, Figma, action figures.
And scale models? No.
I mean, I guess if you go to the dealers, not the dealers room, but
like the resin kit makers and that stuff. That would be cool to see.
But anyways, this is Gunpla TV.
This is indeed, and on Gunpla TV, we talk about Gunpla.
And other scale model kits, right?
And other scale model kits.
Sci-fi, typically.
That's right, which actually we have today.
Yeah.
Because last week we got in the new, from Hasegawa this time, the Crusher Joe.
Now they've done a lot of Macross different fighters.
Yes,
but
they have.
Is this the first Crusher Joe one?
This is indeed the first Crusher Joe kit that Hasegawa has made. And what's interesting, you mentioned those Macross stuff, but usually that's always like a standard glue type kit.
Right.
That you put together. But this kit, as it mentioned somewhere on the side of the box, I said that last week, but...
Let me see.
This kit is actually...
It says right here, no glue pla model.
Glue. So that's right. So this kit just snaps together. So I just snapped it together.
Wow.
That's kind of cool.
Looks a little decalist though.
It does, but as I like to do on this show, I like to basically just build it straight out of the box. So the viewers out there can just get a good view of what they can expect just straight from the box. Just
without
plain as it is. Without paint, without any decals. So.
It also comes with a stand.
It does indeed. Then do you want to cover that into more details here?
Yeah, let's check it out.
Okay, let's check this out.
And this pair of legs.
This pair of legs.
Sexy
so
legs.
I've continued to work on that PG kit that came out.
The Seven Sword.
The Seven Sword. And my progress is a bit slow, but
he's got half a body now.
He's got half the body, so... I gotta work on the other half of the body. So we can maybe take a quick look at the legs too. What do you say?
All right.
All right, here we have it from Hasegawa, the 1/72nd scale. Crusher Joe Fighter 1. So if you're wondering what Crusher Joe is, Crusher Joe was originally a manga series.
Manga series.
From 1977. So that's the same year that Star Wars came out, actually, if you think about it.
Wow.
And then they also had a anime series in the early 80s.
Yeah, actually, it's really interesting because Hasegawa, even though they're a Japanese company, on their instruction booklets, they always include a very nice history of the aircraft, tank, or other vehicle.
Yes, they do.
In their model kit. And just like those, this one has a really nice Crusher Joe history lesson for you.
That it does indeed, which we are kind of reading right now. So you're kind of wondering, what would cause an old 70s, early 80s anime series to start having new stuff being made for it? And apparently... it continues to enjoy great popularity with a new manga series starting production in 2017. So,
unquote.
Unquote. So apparently there's a new manga series that came out just a few years ago. So thus the new kit. All right. So let's take a look at what we have here. So of course I just built the kit. This is what you can expect to have from the kit straight out of the box without anything being applied, including the decals. So this is not a Gundam kit, so we have actual water slide decals that you will be able to use on this kit, and they will look quite nice, I guess, once you put them on there.
Yeah, the nice thing about decals is they don't come up like stickers do. Stickers will get worn out over time and they might start flipping up on you, but decals are pretty permanent.
Yes, they are. And if you do like a top coat after you put the decals on, they really blend right in. It looks just like it's painted on the model. Not like a sticker where you always kind of see that raised edge around it, because there's no way to make a sticker as thin as you can a water slide decal. So decals are always recommended if you really want to go in there and paint your kits and top coat and all that other stuff. All right, so let's take a look at what else we have with this kit. So you'll notice the canopy here is pink. Now, I chose that color. You actually get two different canopies in this kit to choose. Let's see if it'll focus on there. So you have a clear option or the pink option. Since I was not going to paint this kit, I decided to go with the pink just because it gives it a little bit extra contrast. Yeah, even I like the canopy. They have really nice thick sidewalls here, and this kind of prevents the canopy from being scratched when it's in the box with the other plastic pieces.
Right.
So that's a really nice feature from Hasegawa. All right, and what else we have? There's another option for this kit. You'll notice here on the back, it has these kind of air brakes, I guess they could be considered or called. Now these air brakes, they give you an option. I have them in the open, like they're deployed position, but let me pop this out. Whoopsie daisy. I don't mean to pop out the entire thing. Now, one thing you might want to be careful about, and I'm kind of ooh, I did that okay. Now, Hasegawa's plastic is, I gotta say, it's a little bit not as sturdy as what you can expect from a Bandai kit. Bandai's plastic is always really kind of nice and tough. If you pull on it, Bandai plastic, I don't really worry about breaking it so much, but with the Hasegawa plastic, I'm a bit more concerned about breaking, I could say. So here, let's show it. So we also have another option for the flap here, and these are going to be kind of, it just sits in there flush. So that's kind of cool. They give you that option at least. The canopy, it can be opened and it can be positioned opened. I believe I remember seeing, you might have to glue it in there. Oh, there we go. So if you want to build it like in an open position, you can. And for that also, you have a sitting pilot figure.
I was just going to ask you, because Hasegawa is good about including pilot figures in a lot of their kits.
They are indeed. So they give you one sitting pilot figure. And you'll notice this kit actually has two tandem dual side-by-side seats like you would see in the, what was the name of that airplane? The A6 Intruder? So this guy's pop in here, like so. Maybe there we kind of go.
There you go.
So he just kind of sits on the inside of there, and we also have a standing figure as well. These guys are just molded in white plastic, so if you really want to, you'll have to paint these on your own. Let me see if we can get a close up on the pilot. It's got some pretty great detail, I have to say. Looks pretty nice. And also with this kit, you have a included display stand. So one thing with this kit also is, let's take a look at the underside. I don't think we've looked at that yet. Pretty nice panel lines and details and whatnot. Now there's two doors in here. I built them in the closed position, but you can also leave these doors off and you'd be able to see like a, I don't know if it's a gun port or an intake port or what have you. I don't think I'd be able to pull this off now as it is. I need some kind of special tool. But there's a notch here on the underside for the stand that you would be able to plug this into.
Now, would you take the landing gear off if
yes.
you use the stand?
So actually you could do it either way really. If you use the stand, you can have the landing gear deployed, but they give you also, you'll see here they have these landing gear bay doors.
Yeah.
Now if you want to pull off the landing gear, you can, and they also have different doors included if you want to build it in the flight mode where it's just flying without the landing gear deployed. So they also have one for the nose gear that's going to be in the closed position. So you have the option of building it with the landing gear up or the landing gear deployed. Let's see, is this going to fit?
We're going to have to
change the angle. Oh,
there we go.
Another thing to mention with this kit is they give you actually, and this is quite nice, these are masking stickers, I believe. So if you want to paint the canopy, and it looks like actually there are two sets. So you can paint the pink and you can paint the clear without having to worry about not having enough masking seals for both.
When he says paint it, he means to recreate this look we see here on the instruction booklet. It's got a gray around the window.
Right, like you could expect with the regular old military fighter, or like the B-2 bomber kind of has that type of thing too. But I didn't paint it, so it's just one single pink canopy. But I gotta say, it looks pretty cool. I like it. Although the plastic, it does, without painting, without any kind of top coat to it, the plastic is kind of quite toy-like.
Yeah, it doesn't pop. Like you can see in this picture, they've filled in all the panel lines with a very faint gray so that it really brings out the detail of those. I mean, this detail is all there.
Right.
It's molded in. It's just that it's hard to see if it's only one color.
Right. That it is. But yeah, I mean, this is kind of kit that really you probably want to paint if you were to build it. But
it's great for beginners.
It is great for beginners. I mean, and I just wanted to show you don't have to paint this kit if you don't want to. You can just build it or buy it and build it just as it is, and it still looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
All right, so that's it for the Crusher Joe.
Let's bring on those legs.
Let's take a look at some sexy legs.
Woo. Oh my, it's heavy.
Yeah, there's a lot of parts to this thing.
Now, we've pointed this out on the last episode where we brought on just the foot.
Right.
But there's a padding on the bottom of the foot, so if I try to move it, it won't move.
Yeah, it's got a nice stable footing to it, and you kind of need that with this kit because it doesn't come with a display stand.
Yeah.
So he is going to be standing on his own like forever. Like if you've been building the latest, like the Exia came with a display stand because it had that lighting version, and then before that we had the Unicorn and the Banshee, and both of those guys came with the display stand as well. This guy there, we're not going to bother with the display stand, although it does come with a stand for the weapon.
Right.
So whenever I have this thing finished completely with the weapons, we'll be able to see all of that. But yeah, whenever he's done, he'll have to stand on his own with those nice rubber padding on the bottom at least.
They work really well, though, I gotta say. They do. They keep him from wobbling.
So what do you think about these legs so far?
I mean, my favorite part is just this clear green there. It really brings it out. I also like this blue in between the gray and white.
Oh yeah, that's the same kind of clear colored green, I think it was.
Oh yeah, it's just got a different
Actually, no,
background.
It's a bit more bluish.
Yeah, it looks more turquoise.
I'm kind of forgetting. Now, after building that LED XCF version, it's just this version. I'm kind of like missing the lights. Like, it has the clear parts. It should have lights, but no, you just have like some stickers on the inside of these green parts.
I think it's a nice effect.
It is. It still looks pretty decent. Now the knee has like a spring to it on the inside here, which is kind of interesting. Oh, I don't know if I just undid it there, but I think that's what it is. So you can kind of see there's like this lock on the place here, and it kind of has like a spring on the inside of it, which was interesting. Some metal parts. PG kits are always a bit more tricky to build than HG and MG kits, but so far, I mean, it looks great. I don't know what else I can.
That's about it.
That's about it. I mean, I'm just slowly continuing to work on this kit as I have time. But eventually I will get this thing finished. I will building another Exia version of a Gundam that you've built like a million times. You just kind of lose a little of that gusto, motivation. But
that's only because Todd does this every single week.
Right.
Multiple kits typically.
Right.
So that's not to discourage anyone else from trying it out. It's a lot of fun. It's
still a great kit. I do love the finish. I haven't had any of the parts on here where I can look at like the finish of the outside, the white parts, but it has a really nice satin finish to these white parts. If you compare like the plastic of this compared to that Crusher Joe, the Crusher Joe really looked kind of toy-like, but the plastic on this guy is really beautiful.
Yeah.
Does not look top-coated at all, and I don't really think it would need to be top-coated at all after. You could just build it straight from the box and it would look beautiful.
Indeed. All right, I think we can just cut it there.
Okay.
Thank you very much for those sexy legs.
Yeah,
I can't wait to see the rest of the body.
Which will be done in April.
In April or June.
In June, yeah.
Or it will go the way of that Kotobukiya kit.
I decided to hold off on finishing that one until Kotobuki, because they always reissue kits.
Yeah.
And there's no real point of showing it all built when people can't go and buy it on the site.
That's true.
So I'm just kind of waiting for Kotobukiya to actually announce a reissue. So that way, once they announce the reissue, then I can finally, okay, now I have to finish it. So that way you guys can see the finished kit and you can order the reissue.
The Godulus, that's what
the
its name
Godulus,
is.
that's the one.
Godulus the ogre.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, that is true. It's also a very nice excuse.
Right, it is indeed. I'm also quite busy with a whole bunch of other stuff. Because after this one is finished, I need to do the Master Grade Sinanju Stein.
Yes.
So, and speaking of that, that actually leads into one of the questions that we got on the episode.
Oh yeah,
so
I've got them right here.
Let's take a look at the questions.
So the first question is from Neon Wave, who said, "Not that many Gunpla releases this month. How does that make you feel, Todd?"
Well, gives me two emotions. When you look at Bandai's site and you see the February list, and there's only like 3 Gundam kits for the entire month of February.
Small.
We got this guy that just came in, which actually we haven't mentioned so far yet this episode. So yeah, this guy just came in. He's the new Gundam Zerachiel, and this is based off of the old Harut, I believe, from 00 Gundam, which the kit itself was from like 2010, so it's a €9 kit base, but this looks really cool. The box is quite thick.
Yeah, it is.
For an HG kit. And what's kind of awesome about this kit is it has a plane mode, the regular Gundam mode, or I guess you could say flight mode, and it also has a tank mode.
Tank mode. Now
so he's going to roll around on the ground, and if you look at like the side of the box, it shows like he's got some tank tread looking things on the backpack too.
Okay, so it's Gian Sky, Gian Bull, and then normal mobile suit
and then
mode.
Normal mode. So that's kind of cool. It's got different modes. You don't really see many Gundams with like a tank form.
Yeah.
Flight form, yeah, there's a lot of them, but tank form with actual tank treads, that's a bit rare.
Yes.
So this month there's not a whole lot of kits, and what I was getting to about looking, when you look at the Bandai site, there you see like the 3 kits that are regular release coming out this month, but then you look at like the online exclusive, and there's a lot more kits in the online exclusive that are set to be released than there are for regular release. So it's like, so that kind of has me a bit sad, a bit down. But then again, like I have a lot of other stuff I need to finish, so I'm kind of glad in a way too that.
And it gives you the opportunity to introduce some new kits like the Crusher Joe one.
It does indeed. But then again, February is also a really short month.
Yeah, that's true.
So. Yeah, there's not. I mean, this week we got this one, and then next week is the other kit that I'm looking forward to, which was the Carl. The Carl Gustav, I think it was called. It's a really fat-looking Momo suit. So I'm kind of looking forward to that one. So only HG stuff this month, but yeah, new stuff should be coming soon, hopefully.
Yeah.
And there's another Master Grade coming in March, I believe. Or is there 2 Master Grades coming in March? I'm getting confused.
I hope so. Anyways, our next question comes from Medic Boss, who said, "Any chance for more car or plane model kit reviews? Like to see what they're up to, eh?"
Hey!
Well, you got one today, though I
Well,
imagine
it's kind
a little
of a plane, but
than what you were requesting.
Right,
but...
I mean, car and plane stuff. We have done car before.
Yeah, you did the snap fit
little
kit.
snap fit
was that
stuff.
Fujimi or Aoshima?
That was Aoshima.
Okay.
So yeah, Aoshima has that new line of snap together car kits that are like 1/32 scale.
Right.
So I did the Hustler, the Suzuki Hustler is what it was called. On this show, we kind of only really cover the kits that can be finished in a week.
Yeah.
Maybe just snap together. Boss builds would be more for like the actual, they need to build it and paint it and the really difficult stuff.
Glue, paint.
For the plane stuff and the car stuff, if it's something that can be snapped together, then I can do it.
Maybe.
If
he has the time.
If I have the time, or if it's something like I've shown the ships that I've built before.
Yeah.
That's for like Shizuoka Hobby Show stuff. So whenever I do that stuff, I'll bring it on the show. So
yeah, thank you for the comment. Todd is always thinking of you. So
right.
Anyways, do we have a giveaway today, Todd?
Okay, no, we do have a giveaway. And actually, when I ran the numbers through the random number generator, and it brought up this number for this comment, when I read the comment, I actually had to laugh.
Okay, why?
Because the comment is, before I say the number or the name, the comment was, "Your random number generator is a bit suspect / sarcasm." So I guess the random number generator just knew somehow.
The random number generator appreciates your humor.
It does indeed. All right, so that goes to comment number 3, and it's this. Now we've had this guy in the comments before, but I don't think they've ever won before. II_R_FTW.
For the win, and you just
2 for the win.
This.
I for the win. So yes, you did. So I'll contact you eventually. on hobbylink.tv. So,
Congratulations.
congratulations, indeed. All right, and also if you guys out there would like to win 2,000 yen HobbyLink Japan store credit, all you need to do is go to hobbylink.tv, find episode number 307. I don't think we said that number yet before. Yeah, this is episode 307. So find episode 307. Please remember to be registered.
Yes.
And leave a comment, and that's all you need to do.
Correct.
Indeed.
And you can also find us on Tumblr, Twitter, Facebook, or Instagram, and links to all of those are on hlj.com.
Right. Thank you very much. Okay, so I think that about wraps it up for this week's episode. Yep. So stay tuned next week for the Carl and the building of the Zerachiel. And hopefully...
And check us out in a few days on our Wonder Festival report. Yeah, it'll be a lot of fun.
That'll be exciting too. So thank you guys for watching. Now, if you don't like the episode, you know what to do. But if you did like the episode, go ahead and hit that like button, click subscribe, and the bell for notifications if you are so inclined.
You can hit the like button if you didn't like it too. Just for me.
Right.
Anyways, we'll see you next time.